Welcome back to Dracon's Plays, Dark Souls Remastered. Alright, so anyways, in today's episode... Okay, I shouldn't have done that. In today's episode, we're going to be trekking down into that hidden area that we found last time. So for my build in this episode, I'm rocking the Battle Axe +5, East-West Shield, Tattered Cloth Hood, Holy Robe, Leather Gauntlets, Wanderer Boots, Wolf Ring. I currently have the Rusted Iron Ring on, but we'll switch that out once we get to the hidden area, and we are out of the swamp. I'm just wearing that because it makes my life significantly easier. Alright. Dang mosquitoes are everywhere. Alright, so obviously we have this hidden area up ahead. Oh, can one of you guys have something? What? I'm confused. Anyways, so we have this hidden area up ahead. Now, if you notice, they're pretty good about actually making secrets be truly secret. Like, there's nothing here to indicate that this is an illusionary wall. But then to throw the second illusionary wall behind this chest that really looks like a dead end, especially because you can only go on the left here, you can't go to the right. And it's like, yeah, you would never suspect this is a secret unless you knew where you're playing online and someone left a message. Because, like, that's very well hidden. And the other part of it is it's like, it's not odd in this game to just come across dead ends. Now we get the name drop, the Great Hollow. So we're actually in the tree that we went up the route of, and you can actually see this tree from Firelink Shrine, which is super cool. Got a little ladder so you can return. A enemy always dies because he's placed off of the map. Really weird thing. Alright. Now, so we have this area tucked away. The Great Hollow. Very obvious we're in a side of a tree if you take the time to look up and around, and it's like, yeah. Now, there is a lot going on here. For starters, this area is loaded with crystal lizards. And I mean loaded. There are a ton of different paths down through. And you can see items scattered all about. This area is serious. There's a lot going on. So scattered through here are 10 crystal lizards. 10 of them. Speaking of which, there's one. So each one has a set spawn location. However, they are by no means... I thought he despawned already. They are by no means guaranteed. Instead, what? Ah, stinker. Instead, there is a chance that they will appear, which is really, really fascinating. Okay, there's the ladder. But yeah, there's a chance they can appear. You can force it by... Oh god, this spot. You can force it by... I don't understand why they didn't fix this spot ever. Ugh. But yeah, you can force it by quitting and reloading. and that will allow you to forcibly get them to spawn or respawn. So that's one way to pick up some of these crystal lizards. But it's like, they're super easy to just miss. Okay, that can be dangerous. So if you notice, each one of them drops 400 souls. It is actually a basilisk that's outside of the map. Oh. Hello, friend. That is the shadow of a crystal lizard clipping through. You can see him up there. Oh, he despawned. Man, their aggro is ridiculous. But yeah, there are 10 of those guys scattered through this zone. Another can actually spawn right there. Now, they have a decent chance of dropping a slab. And most of them drop chunks when you kill them. So this is a super good spot to go ahead and get materials. Alright. Alright, so yeah, the only way to get to this spot is to drop. I cannot remember all 10 locations where you find the crystal lizards, but you can easily find it if you want. Let's see, I believe one can spawn there. One can spawn down in here. I didn't get lucky though, and quitting and reloading is annoying in the remastered version because of the network stuff. Alright. Yeah, so you can get 2 up there. Now then. Alright, there it is, right there. So yeah, there's a lot of paths going through here with a lot of chances for items and such. So this is a particularly sneaky spot. So you can find one in the tunnel, which we didn't get lucky on. We would have passed it already. And then you can find 2 on this platform. One we actually saw vanish here already. Down here is the basilisk area. So I have found 6 spawn locations now. Not bad. Item there. Man, some of these spots are super finicky. But yeah, there is a lot of little nooks and crannies where you can just find stuff here. I'm gonna try to get the bulk of the, like, items you can get. Okay, where is it? But I am going to end up missing some. And here we get the Chloranthy ring, which is pretty cool. Let's actually pop that bad boy on. This ancient ring engraved with a large green flower is of an unknown origin. Hasten the regeneration of stamina. Oh good, and I managed to override it with the wolf ring effect, which is a lot less noticeable. Alright, so that's one of the big treasures that you can get going this way. Titanite chunk, always good. But yeah, there's just a whole lot of, like, dead ends. There's some weird, like, jankiness with some of these hitboxes. Like, don't ask me what this is. That spot's just a mess, hitbox-wise. But yeah, it's super easy to just fall to your death in here. Alright. Yeah, you really, really need to be careful while going through the Great Hollow. Because like I said a couple times now, super easy to just miss and bite the dust on one of these drops. Alright. Yeah, and it's like there's a whole bunch of, like, drops that fake you out. Alright. Yeah, and there's a lot of, like, point of no return drops and just very, very nonsensical spots in here. Alright. A lot of chunks, though. That combined with the crystal lizards make this a great spot to come and get upgrade materials. I will come back through for any we end up short. Nice! I actually got that one. That one can be tricky. Oh god. The camera did not like that. Okay, so we made it to the bottom of layer 1. Alright. So there are a lot of different layers to this. Alright. So over there is actually the ladder we saw earlier. Well, the ladder that leads to the ladder we saw earlier. So that's your way out. So this is not a dead-end, like, point of no return type drop. It is very easy to think that, though. That ladder is super easy to miss. Like, it's totally fair if you didn't see it. Alright. Okay, so to start with, I want to clear all them out. Large soul of a nameless soldier. Now, I'm just trying to remember if there was any items up above us. There was. Alright. Yeah, there is a lot in this area. Alright, so it's right over this way. Like, it is super easy to just miss stuff completely in some cases. Got it. Blue Titanite chunk. And it's like, honestly, besides the Claranthe ring, most of it is very specific upgrade materials. And it's Yeah. It's very much the type of thing where it's like... Well, it's super easy to fall off and die. But, it's very much the type of thing where it's like, honestly, look up a guide for specific upgrade materials that you are looking for. Like, if you know you need blue titanite chunks, hello, buddy, to get up a magic weapon, or like red titanite chunks for that chaos Y-hander or something of that nature. It's like, it's honestly better if you specifically look it up. Wow, 2 of them. Not bad. Alright. Oh, that's right. That's that stupid spot. And there's just some really, really dumb dead ends here, to be honest. Ugh. Hitboxes, please. Alright. Alright, there we go. Yeah, some of these hitboxes are not good at all. So you have to be careful on some of these sections. Like, some of these are the most dangerous of drops. Others are not bad at all. Hello, souls. But some of them can quite easily spell your doom. Alright. Hitboxes, please. That's always freaky, when you see their shadows up above you. Aha. There's that item. That one is a pain to get. Like... So to begin with, it's not easy to locate. Like, I'm always confused about its exact position. But it's like, honestly, sticking the landing for this one is nightmarish. It is super easy to miss. White titanite chunk. Okay, what do I do from here? Alright. Doing good. Alright, so now we're in the, like, lower area. In the mushroom zone. Alright. We have a bunch of little mushroom men. And the mushroom parents. Alright, so the mushroom parents are extremely strong. You honestly do not want to mess with them. Alright, and I am back. I had a problem with my recording computer, which actually crashed on me for some reason. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Fortunately, the well then, audio channels. But anyway, fortunately, the file formats I recorded the webcam and footage in were fine. Hopefully the audio comes out okay. It might be a little bit different than normal for the first part of this, but it does exist. So anyways, yeah, unfortunately, immediately upon crash, I quit, or saved and quit. Unfortunately, that put me in the position of reloading with mushroom parents right next to me, and I get one shot. Like, before I could see a thing, controller vibrate, super dead. So yeah, unfortunately, I now have to redescend. It's not the biggest loss. God damn it. Getting down the Great Hollow is a maze. Like, straight up. Well, so much for 5k souls and 2 humanity. Sucks, but it is what it is. Anyways. Yeah, this place is very, very maze-like. I am not super familiar with the good route down. If there is a quote-unquote... God damn the hitboxes. I got shoved. There's a few spots where the hitboxes are a bit squirrely, to say the least, and you can just get shoved off. Okay, let's try a different route. Like, seriously, I don't know who did the hitbox work in this area and why it was never fixed, but man, whoever did it, did not do a good job. Alright, that was a good route down. There we go. Man, it's been too long since I've navigated the Great Hollow. So it's like, finding my way through was a huge pain. Now, let's see. You Goomba stomped me, jerk. Alright. Here we go. Now we're back in Mushroom Town. one of the things I am not looking forward to is getting back up out of here, because that is its own adventure. I can't believe I managed to make it so far down, and then my computer crashed, and boom! Mushroom Parent Punch. If you haven't seen it, the Mighty Miner Men is the video that has the famous, like, GIF of the... Oh, there it is. Of the Mushroom Parent, like, one-shotting a guy. Yeah, so if you're ever curious, it's Mighty Miner Men is the video to watch for amazing Mushroom Men action. That was weird. Alright. The mushroom parents are the problem. Just because they hit so damn hard. Like, they are slow, but it's like that punch has a lot of weight behind it. Yeah, this is not good. Run! Alright, so that was the Great Hollow. So looking up here triggers music. And yes, you can see the bonfire there. Yeah, so after a certain point, it just triggers, no matter what. So this... Where's the name drop? Where's the trigger for the name drop? And I know exactly what I'm doing here, by the way. So this is on purpose. For LP purposes. Anyways, so this is the area that lies under the world. And that is a Hydra. I don't know why we haven't gotten a name drop yet. But yeah, this is Ash Lake. Ash Lake is an area that actually lies underneath... Dear God. Ash Lake actually lies underneath the entire world. Okay. Yeah, so he is a bit too strong for this shield. Like, I don't have enough stability. Let's try this one. This one might be enough. Because this one has 70? Alright, so anyways, the trick with the Hydra is just to stand there, take his hit. Alright. Yeah, I do. I do crap all. Alright, so we are actually going to keep going this way. Alright, so down here, we run into the first of the clams, and a giant, mysterious skull. I don't want to be here. Alright, so that is one of the cool little things. If you actually run, he will, like, fly overhead and shoot. It's super cool. Alright. So I think what I'm going to end up having to do to kill him is equip a better weapon. Yeah, equip a better weapon and keep the shield throwing Havel's ring. But we'll get to that soon enough. I actually wanted to keep him alive anyways, just to show off that, like, flight mechanic. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Goddamn camera. Alright, so that is a secret roll drop that leads into that tree I was just looking in. And it's like, these guys are tanky as all heck. Like, look at that ridiculous health bar. Fast swing equals 2. Poise break. No backstab for some reason. Poise break. I just wanted to kill one just to show it's super not worth it. It's like, they drop 1,000 souls, but they generally don't drop items. Anyways, we got Great Magic Barrier. Magic of Bishop Havel the Rock. Cover body and powerful defensive magic coating. Havel the Rock, an old battlefield compatriot of Lordran, was the sworn enemy of Seath the Scaleless. He despised magic and made certain to devise means of counteraction. So that's the first mention of him being Bishop Havel the Rock. We have already met him. We currently have his ring. Alright. But yeah, so that was... Yeah. So he's actually a bishop in the Way of White, which is the church that Petrus, Rhea, and all of that crew hail from. God, what? That accuracy, though. Also, the splash animation on that type of thing is not great. Okay. When the going gets tough, Gravelord Sword. Alright, let's kill this stupid Hydra. Alright, so this is one of my stronger weapons. The trick, though, is I'm going to need to two-hand after every swing. But no, the splash on his stupid, on his stupid breath is ridiculous. Come on. I know you want it. Alright. Well, this is gonna be slow and painful. Maybe a stab would be better? Won't be if I can't hit him. I have not cut off a single head. Come on, Hydra! Alright, I am in a... I was in a horrible spot there. Oh, that was the worst! The camera freaked out super hard. God damn it. The camera is wall recovering against his head. Which is incredible. How have I not killed a single head? There we go, that's a head down. But no, killing the Hydra is a pain. Alright, I'm gonna kill this one not by heads, but by damage, from the looks of it, somehow. Yeah, that's 2 heads of the 7. God damn. The fact that he can multi-hit you with his heads is incredibly dumb. Ah, stamina. Okay. Well. Lock on. Messed me up there. What the heck are you doing, Hydra? What are you doing? What are you doing? Melee! God damn it. The Hydra is just a pain. Because, like, the hitting the head mechanic, like, for a melee player, killing the Hydra is not fun. Oh, got him. Dragon scale and 10k. Oh boy. The Hydra is not fun to kill. And that was the stronger of the two of them in the game. So tucked away in this corner, we have another dragon scale. So when you get down to like Blighttown, this is the place where you're able to potentially upgrade your dragon weapons. Alright, now, with the Hydra taken care of, we now have a much clearer path. Man, I have so many broken straight swords. I really need to clean my inventory. Anyways, so with that taken care of, we can just get to the business of reaching the end of this zone. Now, let's see, what else did I have? Alright, so platforming in Souls games is not great. The camera was not built for it. That's one of the main problems. You need a good camera for platforming. That's just how this sort of thing works. Alright, so one hit stun lock. Or, well, one hit stagger. But yeah, you need a good camera in a platformer, or it just comes apart. And Souls does not have a good camera for platforming. And part of that is just the way it generally handles clipping. Like, if you come into contact with any like walls, the camera just starts freaking out, even with auto wall recovery off. It's not good at handling that type of thing. Now, so it's like, yeah, that part is not great at all. Now, right here we have a giant skull. For no reason. It's not clear who it's from or anything like that. Big teeth. Not many of them. Weird horns. It's just generally weird. Yeah. It's very, like, reminiscent of yokai, design. Well, not design isn't quite the right word, but like aesthetics. That's Japanese, like, demons. Makes zero sense that's down here. But, yeah, that skull is never explained. Anyway, let's see. So the music of Ash Lake, really, really tone setting. Like, the music explicitly sets this area up as something different. Add on top of that the fact that Souls areas generally don't have music, and you have yourself quite the setup here. So it's like, the tone of having music in a game that normally doesn't is super interesting. I like that you can just unlock these guys down. There we go, Twinkling Titanite. So those guys are, well, that enemy type is your Twinkling Titanite farm. There is a second spot later on in the game where you run into them. And it's a single room that has 5, 6, with a warpable bonfire right next to them. So it's like, yeah, there is a definitive farm location for Twinkling Titanite. Anyways. Let's see, what else do we got? So, Ash Lake, if you look, is just miles upon miles of just water in giant trees. The lore of the game and everything is set up such that Lordran and the rest of the world are built on top of Ash Lake in the Grey Lands. So it's like, the clouds is actually like a layer of, like, mist or something obscuring the ground. Or not the ground, but like a rock ceiling above which lies the rest of the world. Now, it's interesting to note that outside of Lordran, like if you're in Undead Burg and you look out, you'll see just this layer of fog like you're above the clouds. It's not clear if that's actually this, or what's the story there, but yeah. A lot of interesting stuff as far as that part goes. Now, down here, we have a very interesting moment. A dragon greets us. "20 strength, please." But we are greeted by this dragon. Now, if you look, he has some interesting things going on. For starters, if you look at its horn, one horn is curled up, the other straight out. You got 4 wings, and he does indeed have, like, 4 legs, and, if you go around, he has hind legs. Now, we are able to pray to the everlasting dragon and enter his covenant. Covenant, Path of the Dragon. So you're able to offer dragon scales to him. upgrade this covenant. Now, what you actually get from it... Let's see, right now I'm Gravelord's Servant. I don't need the Gravelord's Servant covenant, so yeah, let's do it. No reason not to. At current, we get the Dragon Headstone in the Dragon Eye. And we're able to offer Dragon Scales. So that's their covenant item. Now, let's see. Up near the top, of course. Dragon Eye. Online play item. Find a player who has acquired a Dragon Scale and invade that player's world to pillage. Only the Covenant can use this item. An art of the transcendent apostle who pray, or apostles who pray to the ancient dragons. To be alive is to be vulnerable, and the fiery gods are no exception. The apostles seek another plane of existence, which transcends life. Then we got the Dragon Headstone, stone imbued with the power of the dragons, right of the apostles of the ancient dragons. Gain the head of a dragon and emit dragon breath. The dragon apostles seek transcendence of life itself, attainable by transformation into an ancient dragon. This right is only one step, but cannot be reversed until death. So let's check that out, then. So we have to pop off our headgear. And now we quite literally have a dragon head, and if we press the button... we shoot rad flames. Now, back here you're able to see he does indeed have... oh man, the lighting's not great for it. But he does indeed have hind legs. Now, one of the things you are actually able to do with him... unsurprisingly, he is resistant to fire. You're able to cut off his tail, and he does not care in the slightest. Now, his tail is another one of the dragon weapons. Dragon Greatsword. This sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of the stone dragon of Ash Lake, descendant of the ancient dragons. Its great mystical power will be unleashed when wielded with both hands. So this is another one of the dragon weapons. So no scaling, but high base damage. Starts at 390. Now I don't think I can actually see it where I'm not strong enough, but if you two-hand... yeah, I can't get it. But if you two-hand it, and use the R2, you are able to get a unique attack. I forget what it is on this one. I think it's another ground wave, like the Drake Sword. Oh, that's right, we're just dragoned up. But, anyways. Let's see. Yeah, so we've been told, like, at the beginning of the game, and in item descriptions and stuff, that Gwyn hunted down and killed the dragons. And it's heavily implied that they believe they got all of them, except for Seath, of course, who was granted immunity. Except, we know that's just not true. For starters, we run into the Everlasting Dragons, interestingly enough, but we run into this guy, and then we have the corrupted undead dragons. They're no longer white dragons, but they were, which means they survived the initial extermination attempt. Same with Gaping Dragon. It's like those ones are corrupted dragons, not corrupted drakes, according to what we know. Which means they actually survived Gwyn's war against the dragons, contrary to what the intro and like the lore tells us. So some interesting stuff as far as that's concerned. Now let's see. We got anything else I wanted to talk about? No. Yeah, so anyways, that's pretty much what I had for this one. Next time, we're actually going to be back up in the swamp of Blighttown, and we're going to go ahead into the next zone. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this one up here, and I am going to see all of you guys later. Bye!